Okay, so can you first start by introducing yourself and tell me your name and your age and your relationship to me?
Yes. My name is Shelley Songer. I am 61 years old, and my wonderful daughter, Julie, is conducting this interview with me.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my questions. So the first question is, what is it like being your age?
I like the age I'm in, but I generally try to live in the moment, the year, whatever. I like being my age. I'm at a stage where I get to do a little more things that I want to do because I'm not raising children in my home every day. Not that I didn't enjoy that. I enjoyed that immensely, but there's a little more time for me. So I like that, and I've experienced a lot and lived a lot, and I think I have an appreciation for life in general, more so than I did when I was younger. So I like being my age.
What is the best thing about being your age?
The best thing right now about being my age is that I am very healthy. I am active. I can do whatever I want. I have a lot of friends who have health ailments, and I do not. So the best thing about my age is I'm not restricted by any health problems. And I kind of am through that phase of child rearing. Not, again, that I didn't enjoy it, but there's just more me time.
What is the worst thing about being your age?
The worst thing about being my age is I'm a little more tired than I used to be. Can't kind of go all day long and all night long like I used to be able to do. Although I'm doing yoga and exercise, and I think when I do that, I am less tired and I can go longer all day and all that. But you also realize you're on the latter stages of life. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but overall I'm very happy with my age.
What do you wish every adult would understand about you?
That I want to be a caring person, that I want to help other people, that I'm not judgmental, that I'm honest, and I like being around people, and I hope that people like being around me. So I would say that's what I want them to understand, and that I'm a very open person, that if somebody needed to talk to me, that's real important, that people feel comfortable around me, that they could kind of vent to me or express their feelings if they were having a problem.
Do you think that that's accurately, do you think that people think that about you, or do you think that some people don't think that about you?
I think most people realize that about me.
Okay. What do you enjoy most doing in your free time?
In my free time, I enjoy spending time with my daughter and her friends, my husband, family, friends. As far as me time goes, I enjoy doing yoga, which I just started last year, and I enjoy going to this gym that I joined and doing these exercise classes. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy being down south here this winter because I was able to get out and walk more and just be out in the sunshine, because Pittsburgh has a lot of overcast days. So I just like being active. I want to volunteer more, but right now with my situation with my husband's care, I can't do that yet, but at some point I'll enjoy that more.
Do you miss being a certain age? If so, why?
I don't. I think that life is a struggle. I don't want to go back through and I wouldn't want to be 20 and still, I hate to say that, Julie, because you're 20, but no, I really like the age I am. I've enjoyed my life, but I'm happy with where I'm at, so I don't really want to go backwards.
I think that's interesting for me to hear, because where I am in my life right now, and maybe it's because you said you wouldn't want to go back to being 20, but I think like a lot of times when you talk to people that are like my age, a lot of times, you know, in the moment they'll be like, oh, I wish I was a little kid again, but it doesn't seem like you really have a desire to go back to being that young.
No.
But then I guess a lot of people my age want to kind of just like get past being this age, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, don't wish your time away. And then a lot of people are like, well, college is the best years of your life. So do you think that college was the best years of your life or no?
I think college were some wonderful years of my life because, pardon me, you basically have the responsibility of yourself. And when you get older, then you have the responsibility of a spouse. They care for you, you care for them. And I mean, like, in not just feelings, but the responsibility of having a home and a relationship, and then you have children, and then you're very responsible. So it just seems like when you're in college, the only person you're responsible for is yourself. But those are also hard times where you're trying to figure out what you want to do in life and who you might want to end up with. So I personally do not want to go back there.
If you could go back and give yourself one word of advice at this age, knowing what you know now at the age of 61, what do you think that you would tell yourself?
To live more in the moment. Try not to live in the past. Try not to say to myself, I will be happy when I get to this age, because by then this will have happened. I will have achieved this or gotten this or whatever. So I would say live in the moment and enjoy the moment. Don't worry so much. I think God talks to us about not worrying, and that's a good point.
So you basically think that you're living your best moment in each age that you are, and you don't think that there's a preferred age to be, really?
Correct. I think it's the age you're in. It's the moment you're in. You can't go back and relive history. If you want to think about it in your mind, you still can't go back there. You can't live in the future, no matter how much you want to dream about that. And I'm not saying you don't have goals, you do, but even if you have goals, you have to live in the moment to get to those goals.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add to this conversation? Or anything else about your age that you want to talk about?
I think with as long as I've lived and a lot of the joys I've had, a lot of the hardships I've gone through, a lot of the sadness I've been through, I think the biggest thing is to enjoy the moment or the day or the year that you're living in. You do have goals, but it doesn't benefit anything, nor does it achieve anything to fret about stuff, to worry about stuff, to just constantly sit and say, well, if I had this, then I'd be happy. If I had that, then I'd be happy. I wish I were this. I wish I were this size, then I'd be happy. To just be happy with who you are and live in the moment and enjoy things.
Has that belief that you had, has that changed as you've gotten older?
Yes, you don't realize that when you're younger.
When do you think, what age do you think you realized that?
Not until I was in my 50s.
Why do you think it took until you were in your 50s?
Because I had done enough worrying and fretting and all of that and to be quite frank with you, because of the passing of my son, you realize it's better to live in the moment. You don't know how many more moments you're going to have.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm trying to think if I have any more questions for you. There was one thing that I wanted to ask you, but it slipped my mind.
I can't see your face because my camera's backwards, so I wish I could help you, but...
It's okay. I just don't know. I don't have any other questions, I don't think. Anyways, but thanks for your time, and I appreciate it. If you don't have anything else to say, then we can end this interview.
I would say that I love you very much, and I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
And I always think that you should always continue to educate yourself and learn, even at my age, and certainly at your age.
Mm-hmm.
You're never too old to learn anything, or improve on something, or change to help the world and to help other people. I think it's extremely helpful to help other people. I think it's rewarding for yourself.
I know what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, do you think that having the outlook that you have on life has helped you? Because you said that the best thing about being your age was that you're healthy. Do you think that the outlook that you've had on life has helped you be healthier?
Yes, because Actually, I have a friend right now who has a health situation and she's dwelling in it. She's not doing anything to move herself forward, and that's not helping her physically. Mm-hmm. So yes, I think your mental outlook has a tremendous amount to do with your physical well-being, your state of mind. I mean, it's almost like the book The Secret. Whatever you project and think about, that's what's going to come to you. So if you're...
Like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes. If you're thinking negative, well, then that's what's going to come to you. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I think you need to be positive and have a good outlook, and more things positive will come your way.
Great. Well, thank you. Bye.
Hello. Bye-bye, honey.